Hey guys, Disloader Magic here, and I just gotta open the video with, this isn't fake, and I didn't write this. As far as anybody can tell, this is real. And I have not been this excited about a video topic and what I'm covering right now, ever, in the history of my channel. This is the new first place record. So allegedly, this is from the Fan Zone Commander League, which I don't know what that is. If you Google the Fan Zone, you pretty much just get a bunch of NFL stuff. I tried various, Commander League with it and Magic the Gathering. I couldn't find it, but, whatever. But, assuming this is real, I don't know who would bother to fake this. They're running 2 events every Friday night. First pod fires at 6, second at 7:30. $5 entry per event, and you get 100 starting points per event. What are the points? Oh, we're about to find out. If any staff can provide proof that they work here and give me an address, I will mail you some one-of-a-kind stuff to put on the shelf. I will mail you Mr. Pickle. I will mail you a signed, fake graded firework card that has a firework burn in the middle, near mint, graded by Desolator Magic. A little project I was going to mail out to my patrons, but I found out I don't have enough of them. Enough of the cards. Jeez, pronoun confusion in the Magic community. Never seen that. Anyway, of your 100 starting points, 40 of them are tied to your life total. So, okay, what are the other 60, I wonder? So it's never exceeding 40. You can't, just life gain and then, look, I have 10 million points. This is an awkward sentence. It says never exceeding 40 points, dropping below 0. So I don't really know what they mean by that, but for scoring purposes, if you lose/concede the game, your life total will be 0. Okay. I think they meant like an or, but that's an awkwardly placed comma. Anyway. For every 10 points that you keep, it earns you $1 in-store credit. You can earn up to $8 per event. Whoa. Credit earned can be used on anything in-store and can be banked, but it is not valid for event entries or pre-orders. That's actually really smart. So do note that this is a living rule system. The spirit of the rules matter more than the exact wording. I love that. You don't have to get it all legalese if you're the only one in charge and you're the absolute dictator of everything that goes on within your store, and you can deny business to anyone. Well, sort of. But anyway, they say that attempts to play around the rule while still creating an effect may still incur negatives. Rules may change from week to week as needed while we continue to define a system that encourages fun, casual play. So first come, first serve positive points. Let's go. I believe that means only one person can earn them in the entire, event. So first blood, be the first player to deal combat damage to an opponent +5. I feel like that's just who can shuffle the fastest. I don't know about that. The dude abides. Be the first player to cast your commander +5. Can we just, when you copy and paste something from somewhere, and then it fills in the bullet points or the hyphens or whatever's going on with the squares, you're supposed to do something about that. That's like a Unicode conversion placeholder. What software are you even using and what year is it? Anyway, we got Gondor Calls for Aid. Be the first to destroy/exile an opponent's permanent. I would have said opponent's commander. The City's Blessing. Be the first player to have 10 points, or 10 permanents, which is literally the City's Blessing, if you're not familiar. Then we got Fatality, be the first to be eliminated without forfeit, otherwise that would be pretty funny, 5 points. And the Tortoise, play the entire game never having more mana than you have had turns. So a game finishes, and you've never had, I don't know if it means access to mana, including mana rocks and whatever, which why wouldn't you play those? But, okay, I get it. Access to mana or maybe spent mana during a turn, more than the current turn there was. That seems like a pain to track, and they might want to fix that one. I would expect people to ramp a little. I think that's a little much. But, wow, what a cool achievement system. Let's look at the negative part, because you can lose them too. Not so fast, bub. Win before turn 6, -50 points per turn. Per turn. That's like on Futurama where they're like, we will raise the temperature of Earth by 1 million degrees every day for 7 days. At about 2, you've already lost. You win on turn 2, you're catching -200 and possibly a punch, all right? Nobody puts up with that crap. I didn't build my deck, sleeve it up, show up, pay $5, and then shuffle to have you pull that bullshit on me, all right? To infinity and beyond. Perform a combo loop within the first 60 minutes of the game. I love how they limited to 60 minutes. It's like, if after 60, you know what? Just nuke them. So, infinite, like, ping away, sanguine bond kind of crap, that new stupid vampire. Negative 30. Mass Effect. Destroy more than 3 lands you don't control. Negative 10 points per land, you jackass. Sacred Timeline. Cause yourself to take more than 1 extra turn. Negative 10 points per excessive turn per game. Then we've got I'll Allow It. Counter more than 3 spells from a single player. Negative 5 points per excess spell per player. Count Your Bullets. This just keeps getting better and better. Leave a like on this video or I swear I'm coming out of your screen like the lady from The Ring and we gonna have some words, all right? This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire career covering or playing Magic for over 12 years. This is the best damn thing I've ever seen, all right? Leave a like if you've never left a like on a video ever in YouTube. This will be the first one. It's not even about me, okay? It's about the principle. Count Your Bullets. Play more than 7 spells in a turn or 10 spells per round. Negative 10 per excessive spell. Kung Fu Grip. Cause an opponent to discard more than 2 cards in a turn. I think that should be lowered to 1. Negative 5 per excess cards. Come on. Unless caused by a wheel effect and not paired with an effect that punishes your opponents. I don't think they wrote that last part right, but sure. All your base are belong to us. Have control of more than 5 permanents from an effect you control from an opponent at a time. Negative 5 points. Swiper, no swiping. No disintegrations. Eliminated opponent via poison counters. Negative 10 per player. It should be negative 10 per point. Per point. Yes, that's literally 100. Take a guess if I give a shit. I could write a book about all the shits I give about that. It's gonna be real empty. The dwarves delved too deep. Search your library more than 2 times per game for non-land cards. Negative 5 points per excessive effect. This guy watches my channel. I literally made a new format that, as a joke, was called Giant Leaders. Take a guess what it's a parody on. And every spell has to be either Force CMC or cast for Force, so you can do X spells. I believe there was 2 rules. You cannot tutor for a permanent that isn't a land, or a spell that isn't a land, anything. You can only tutor 4 lands. Or it was like no wide open tutors, only really specific stuff, like, a card fetching a card by name or whatever. Because no tutor, no consistency. No consistency, no infinite turn 2 bullshit. The other rule was if a card's ever been banned in any format ever, it is not legal in this format. We're just not risking it. Tutoring can just end the game, so, I guess you'd probably trigger something else then, but I would probably up that from negative 5 to higher. No and then. Prevent opponents from untapping more than 3 permanents. Negative 10 points per excess permanent per player per turn. What's wrong with pin down? I'm probably punishing their stupid broken sliver merfolk crap. That one I don't agree with whatsoever. The rent is too damn high. I would have voted for him. Control more than 1 permanent at a time that causes an additional cost on an opponent's actions. Attack, draw, cast. Negative 15 points per permanent. I assume that's per permanent per game, but more than 1? I feel like that one almost could be lower, but I don't know. Then we got No Regard for Life, Board Wipe or Mass Bounce more than twice in a game. Negative 30 points per wipe. Yeah, get that out of here. Get that board wipe, manland, draw, counterspell, Esper crap the hell away from me before something violent happens. I don't play with that shit. Negative 30. Let's go. A snap of my fingers. Cause an opponent to sacrifice more than 3 permanents in a game with the exclusion of wraths like All is Dust. Ask for clarification if needed. Negative 5 points per. So I'm not going to pick apart like the grammar, the writing, the legalese, and how this could be improved. The spirit of it, like they said, they threw it together. God bless. This is just the best damn thing I've ever seen. These people are heroes out there doing the work to help the community and to save the game and to make it free from power gaming. Have to win at all costs. I don't care about your fun. I'm here to win packs douchebaggery, okay? Those toxic assholes would probably make it to about line 2 and then walk out the door. If they made it to line 3 and had 3 complaints, I'm pushing them out the door. If this video gets 777 likes, I am sending this to my senator to tell them to try to pass this as law. Oh, by the way, I used to own sort of a local gaming store. Like, we did other stuff, and then I was like an authorized vendor, but we had a play area. Like, it's complicated. But that's why I know y'all were showing up to that TCG card shop simulator, because the old timers know I used to own one. And also, I think I titled it that, like, former LGS owner plays LGS simulator or whatever. Well, this is the best Magic news to brighten up your day. I think we all know we need it. The ironic part is I'm somewhat sure that my blue-white commander deck would very heavily get penalized. It's a multiplayer who pissed me off the most deck where if you attack me, you are going to regret it. So it's like control, but it's not like oppressive control. But I'm bouncing your crap back to hand if you come at me, okay? It is pure politics, pure chaos. It's funny, it's trolly, and I ran other decks. It's just what I get out if people get checked a little bit, you know what I mean? But black-white, like, ping away life gain, weaponized life gain with tons of counters instead of, like, oppressive infinite combos. That was my other one. And then just mono blue Leviathan fatties is my third one. I think I've only built 3 commander decks ever. Shocking, I know. But here's the problem. You're losing about $8 worth of in-store credit. What if you show up with your $3,000 deck and just don't give a shit? What it should say is if you hit 0, you are disqualified from the event. Period. The end. You lose. Not just you lose, you have to leave. I'd almost say if you hit like negative 200 or something, like, or if you do it back to back or twice in a month, you banned. Now see, the LGS from hell where I used to play, not mine by the way, the one I played at, not my store, because we weren't in the Wizards Play Network, they had a different policy where people could get away with cheating and being a power gaming asshole, borrowing decks to and from each other, borrowing cards, and just generally being a menace if they spent a ton of money at the store. The problem was, I took issue with that, and I spent a bunch of money at the store. A bunch would be an understatement, because sometimes I had inventory that I could flip better, or I had a positive EV and I would just wipe them out. Well, to the extent that they allowed, I'd be like, you care if I buy 75% of that? And they'd be like, yeah, that's cool. Nobody's touching it. Or like, yeah, we got a second shipment. I'm like, okay, cool. But those are back in the dark times. This is a happy video, okay? Diplo makes happy music. I don't know if you get that reference from my stream. Speaking of that, hey, post-rotation, I'm going to try and streaming some stuff. I got some decks in building right now, and kind of caught up with editing on my other channel because it is blowing up. If you've been paying attention to my Discord, or I guess that channel itself, holy crap, I'm back. We may have a video finally break. I believe my record was around 390,000 views. It was a deleted video, another deleted video, and a video that's on my other channel. So that's what it's competing with. I'm hoping for 500,000. I'll be real happy about that, especially if you look at my CMCs for that stuff. But like, man, if I explode and start making like, 20K a month, like, can you imagine what I would do on this channel with 20K a month? Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see it, because it looks like we're going that direction. To the moon, bitches. I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.